I'm supposed to recall a story of my past with a couple of buddies. I've got a number of them. There's the time when I actually got stung by a particular animal, fell through a factory window. My buddy also rolled my mom's car. Any one of them would work well. These two friends of mine, Thomas and Michael. And actually, I think the story I got stung. Anyway, we used to go camping a lot, and we were on our way to Bryce Canyon, and there was this. It was getting late, so we decided to stop by this. I don't know. It looked like sort of somebody's house. It probably was, and they kind of turned it into sort of a camping spot with a front lawn. And anyway, so I said, this would be a great place to stop or whatever. And they're like, sure, whatever. And we didn't. It wasn't really a hotel or anything like that. And Thomas especially, he always liked to stay in a hotel. So camping outside was always kind of an issue for him. So I said, don't worry about it. It's warm. It's no problem. So we had our sleeping bags there and everything. They were always very skeptical, especially when we were in, that was Utah actually. And so we knocked on the door, and the lady came out and said, for, I can't even remember how much we paid for the three of us to sleep on the lawn. So we rolled out our sleeping bags, went to sleep. Anyway, next morning I wake up and I hear this snickering, and my head kind of hurts. I'm like grabbing my ear, I'm like, oh my God. And I thought, damn, the mosquitoes really must have bit the hell out of me last night, because my ear was all swollen and my hand was swollen, and it wasn't too unusual. You go camping, you get bit by mosquitoes, and they start laughing because my head swelled up like a freaking cauliflower. I had like this huge ear, and I had a forehead like Frankenstein, and I used to wear a pinky ring back then, and the pinky ring swelled up, my pinky swelled up around my pinky ring. I couldn't get it off, and they had sort of this makeshift bathroom outside. So I'm trying to look in this mirror in the darkness because it wasn't real well lit. Anyway, and I thought, oh my God, I can't believe this. So I kind of looked like Frankenstein waking up the next morning. So we went on the next day, and we went to Bryce Canyon, and all throughout the day, of course, what best friends do, they laugh at you in your time of need, and when you're really down and out. And every occasion they could take advantage of, they would make fun of me in the way I looked. And by the evening, we ended up in the south portion of the Grand Canyon, and we pulled into this Indian trading post. And so we went into the trading post and started looking around for things, and of course it was well lit because they sold silver and various other things. I don't know if they were looking at guns or what the hell they were looking at. Anyway, so I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and it felt like the swelling was going down, but I still looked like a freaking monster. Anyway, so and then this guy comes over, Joe the Indian. So Joe the Indian comes over and he looks at me and goes, "Oh, what happened there?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think I just got something bit me last night or whatever." So he takes a closer look at me, and he goes, "That's either a brown spider or a scorpion." I was like, "Scorpion? Oh my God!" I started freaking out. I was like, "Oh!" Because I had like 7 stings, like on my forehead, my ear, and on my hand. Oh my God! If it was a scorpion, shouldn't I be dead? And he said, "I don't know." But when this happened, so I said, "Well, about 12, maybe 14 hours ago." Then it's definitely a scorpion. It's like, well, first of all, how do you know? And shouldn't I go to the hospital? Nah, you don't need to go to the hospital, after 12 hours. And if it was a brown spider instead of a scorpion, you'd be dead by now. So those are the kind of stories and experiences that I had with my buddies, right? Being out in the wilderness, camping all the time, and getting bit by wild things, or sometimes getting hit by a car, or picking up girls. That was always a big thing too. Anyway, these kinds of things I would always do. But I could go on and fill a whole evening with these kinds of stories that I had with my buddies. Anyway, so take care.